Mike Tomlin signs a 3-year extension through 2027. Now there's reports coming out that he was thinking about maybe getting into TV, maybe going elsewhere, which is why this deal probably had to get done. Congrats to you guys getting a little more consistency.
Yep.
55 years, 3 coaches.
It's pretty good.
Absurd.
Pittsburgh Steelers. Chuck Noll, he had 12 playoff appearances during his era, 4 Super Bowl titles, 4 AFC championships. Bill Carr, he had 10 playoff appearances, a Super Bowl title, and 6 AFC championships. Mike Tomlin, 11 playoff appearances, 1 Super Bowl, 3 AFC championship appearances with 17 consecutive non-losing seasons, which we all know is a very difficult thing to do in the NFL. Now, is he going to win a playoff game? Is he going to win a Super Bowl? That is what the question is over the next 3 years through 2027. What are your expectations? And how does Mike Tomlin get through this with everybody saying, yeah, that was a good move to extend him another 3 years?
Yeah, the locals, it was split yesterday on whether they were happy or not with the extension because of, no playoff wins since 2017, which is alarming, and it got really, really loud for Mike last year, Coach Tomlin last year during the whole Mac Canada stuff, and are we even trying? Is the Steelers' way done? Is it dead? There has been a bit of a rejuvenation, I would say, this offseason with the signing of the quarterbacks, with the changing of the offensive coordinator and all that, everything that they've added. That there is a bit of a, just like every offseason, and the draft. There's a lot of positivity going into this season, but if the results are the same, it's going to get loud again. And I don't know if it getting loud last year contributed to the speculation on whether he was going to walk away or go to a different team or go to TV or what it was. I love Coach T. He's been my coach, him and Bill, obviously, Mr. Carr. But I like the extension.
How do you feel about these photos right here?
It's wild.
Isn't it crazy? They say some things about how people age. I'm not going to say it.
Nope. Right. Nope.
But cameras, we're talking cameras age.
Yep.
Wonderfully.
Sure.
Look at the technology.
Say a guy on the left aged more?
That guy on the left looks like he maybe aged somehow 40 years. And Tomlin somehow got younger there after shaving the head and does the entire. I liked it at the beginning. We're shirt, tie. Okay, we're going to lock this thing up. We're a young head coach.
Yep.
Nobody really knew how the hell he got the gig in Pittsburgh whenever he was signed from the Minnesota Vikings defensive secondary, I think, whenever he got the head coaching job. And in Pittsburgh, obviously that's a massive chair. There had only been 2 coaches in the last, 40 years before that. So who's the next head coach? Who's it going to be? And then Mike Tomlin gets hired, and a lot of people in Pittsburgh go, who? We signed something. Pittsburgh Steelers used to be a real organization. Pittsburgh Steelers used to want to actually win. Now we're signing guys to be our head coach that ain't nobody ever heard of. He's in their shirt and tie, and all he's done is take Pittsburgh by storm. Obviously, he and Ben Roethlisberger had an incredible run. The post-Roethlisberger era has certainly been a questionable one. But will Mike Tomlin be able to lead this squad with 2 quarterbacks, brand new to the city, back into the playoffs, back into a title contendership? We shall see. That's what he'll be judged on. Stephen A. Smith, who is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, said that he thinks it's the right move, but he doesn't think they win a Super Bowl.
Not a chance.
So in Pittsburgh, they say, then that's not the right move because that's literally all people in Pittsburgh think about is winning Super Bowls. Not easy right now in the AFC, though.
No,
so what are realistic expectations, you think, for Tomlin over the next few years with 2 quarterbacks that just got brought into the building who both kind of have their own shit to them?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, though?
I kind of agree that it is the right move, keep it and doing an extension with Coach Tomlin because I love Coach Tomlin. I think he is the right coach. Super Bowl is always the want, always the expectation, but when you just brought in Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, who I don't know if they're Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Whoa! Russell's already won one.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Is Mike Tomlin a Super Bowl winning coach? Yes. Does he have Super Bowl winning quarterbacks? I don't know. Yet Russ won those Super Bowls a long time ago.
When Mike won his Super Bowl.
Long time ago as well.
Okay.
Long.
Okay, so we got more belief in.
Yeah, but coaches age like a fine wine. Okay,
you see Russell Wilson? He's burying 3s. You see him in a uniform?
Oh yeah, new haircut. He looks so good. He looks so good.
You're right. With Team 3, he may be or aging just like a quarterback.
Who? Russ?
Yeah.
Dude.
He looks younger than ever.
That was the most Pittsburgh
He shaved
looking.
his head too.
That was the most Pittsburgh looking Steeler quarterback I have ever seen in my entire life. I believe we're trying to find the photo right now. Russell Wilson is cheesing ear to ear. You're talking about a guy that's getting paid a king's ransom from another team. Coming into Pittsburgh, getting paid absolutely nothing and being a hero around town. This is Russell Wilson revenge season.
Sure.
This is Russell Wilson's time to go. And if he sucks, look how
boom. I mean, look at that.
Look at that guy.
It's Pittsburgh. I see that.
You
That's
can just
Pittsburgh.
hear the song. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Russell's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go.
He's smiling big in the time.
Here we go.
He's Russell Wilson. He's throwing it around.
Here we go.
A little corny, but who cares? Because if he wins, Pittsburgh's everywhere.
Here we go.
And then if he sucks, he's going to get cooked, ruined by Pittsburgh shit talkers, which are a bit savage bunch. And then Justin Fields comes in. And wait a minute, there was high hopes for Justin Fields too. Is he going to be the one who's going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin to the next level over the next 3 years? We shall see. It's a beautiful time.
I actually hope Russ succeeds because if he doesn't, Justin Fields comes in and say he plays moderately well, okay? You're going to have to pay Justin Fields off of one.
Oh, let's not worry about success.
One
plenty of
season.
money.
No. And I don't want to pay a quarterback like, I don't know, Daniel Jones off of one season, and then you are screwed for the next 4.
Justin Fields asked the Bears to go to Pittsburgh.
He did,
He wants to
because he's
take
smart.
care of it. That's obviously big news. We'll talk to Kaboli in the second hour. Can't wait to hear that. Mark Kaboli, I have a question for you. Mike Tomlin signs an extension through 2027. This is good news. Congratulations, Mike Tomlin.
Go.
3 coaches, 55 years. That's Pittsburgh Steeler way. We're going to have consistency at the top. We're going to have one vision, one voice. Ex-players are going to feel welcomed back in the building because the same person that coached them is coaching this new team. It is a college environment. It is a great atmosphere. It is a family, the Pittsburgh Steelers, because of the consistency at the top. Then, as soon as this gets announced, we celebrate it. We're excited for Mike Tomlin, especially with a transition into a brand new era of Steelers football with Russell Wilson leading the way and welcoming Zach Brown and others to the city of Pittsburgh as the Pittsburgh welcoming committee. Then I saw a bunch of injuries say, hey, this ain't deserved, hasn't won a playoff game. What is your thoughts on it all? And have you seen more positive or more negative about Tomlin being the coach until 2027 at least?
Oh, absolutely more negative.
Oh, Kaboli.
Damn it.
People in Pittsburgh are not very happy for the most part. I wouldn't say all of them, but they do not appreciate the no playoff wins in 6 years or since 2016, and we are now rewarding me.
Doing great.
Many people have come up to me and told me over the past day of I can't believe they extended him, even though it was a done deal for a while now, because they expect more and people aren't happy. It's weird. It's like two factions too. It's the people inside the city, the hardcore Steelers fans don't like it, but the people on the outside love it. I mean, they can't stand the statement, no losing seasons in his career. They think that's just mediocrity as well. Myself stability is not a bad thing. I don't think stability is a bad thing at all, especially with this roster getting overturned and the whole new front office and the whole new general manager. That you got a face of a franchise that's going to be here at least 20, 21, 22 years. Probably will pass Chuck Noll for the longest coach in the Steelers history. So I don't see anything negative about it, but Pittsburgh fans do.
Well, it is interesting. The 17 consecutive non-losing seasons, we got a chance to see how pissed off Yinzers get about that, because on ESPN, last year as the season was going, how it was going, and Canada gets fired, and then all the chitter-chatter about maybe Mike Tomlin's going to get traded to another team. Maybe Tomlin's going to go do TV. Maybe Tomlin's done in Pittsburgh. You heard everybody that is a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers but not in Pittsburgh go, Mike Tomlin has had 17 consecutive non-losing seasons. This guy wins football games. You're going to let a coach that wins games out of your building, especially when it's been a face? And Yinzers came out and were like, yeah, we will. 9 wins. We're about sick of it. We are done with 9 wins and being the 3rd best team, if not the 4th best team in the AFC North every single year. That's not Pittsburgh Steelers football. But now, Kaboli, with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson in that quarterback room, Artie Smith calling the plays, is there an optimism that this team will get back to playoff wins and will get back to relevancy, not just above 500 seasons?
There's a lot of skepticism still. They need to see what the quarterback position does entail here.